Hey, what's going on guys, Sebastian here, and in today's video I'm just gonna pretty much give you a rant of how I got started online financially. And the reason I'm recording this video is because the other day I saw a comment on one of my videos, someone asking, hey, can you share with us how you got started financially with numbers? Because obviously I'm very young, I'm just 20 years old, so people are like, hey, but how could you get started and how could you get so much momentum at this early age? But so I just want to take you, show you my story so you can maybe get inspired and you know that it's possible. And the first thing I want to tell you is that I'm not special at all. I mean, I'm just 20 years old. I'm just barely going through my college career. I'm getting my degree. Like I'm getting it like in a year or a year and a half. Okay, so I'm just going through college. I don't have a master's degree or none of that stuff. But the thing is that I started in a very early stage. Actually, I started when I was around 16 years old on high school, because I always knew that going to school, getting your college degree, going for a 9 to 5, that's just pretty much a scam that society gives you. It's just, you're designed to be part of the workforce if you go through that route, and if you don't have any kind of like the spark, entrepreneurial spark, that's where you will end, because most people influence you to go through that path because that's the only path they know. Okay, so gladly I realized since the beginning that that path was not for me. That path was gonna end me up in one of the call center or something like that I didn't like. And most of my friends are going through that path right now, I'm telling you. And so I realized when I was around 16, started making some research online, how to make money online, typing make money on Google, make money online with online business, things like that. All the profitable keywords, I typed them on Google, and bought a lot of courses, bought a lot of programs. And yeah, I did lose money, and in the beginning I didn't have a lot of money, because the money that I did have in the beginning was from Christmas gifts, birthday gifts from my parents, from my grandmother, grandfather. I started accumulating that money since I was very, very young. And I remember my parents telling me, hey, you should not spend all the money they give you from their gifts. Save around 40%, 30%, because one day when you start a business, if you start a business, you will be glad that you actually save an amount. So by the time I was 16, I did have like $3,000 or $2,000, I don't remember, but around that amount. And the first course I got was one that pretty much showed you how to make money with websites, selling, being an affiliate for products. So you create a website, you just put a ton of products, and you were just an affiliate for those products. You earn low commissions, that didn't work out. Learned a lot, of course, with WordPress and all of these platforms. So learned a lot of theory, okay, but I didn't get any results. The second opportunity I joined was a business opportunity that cost me $2,000. So by the time I got that, I was pretty much in zero, because I had around 2,000, spent 2,000. And it was a business opportunity where if I sold the business opportunity to other people, kind of like a franchise model, I got a $1,000 commission. So I said, okay, I buy the franchise for $2,000, and I sell two of them, and I just break even. The thing is that I broke even after a year, so it was a full 12 months of hustling, trying to figure out how to market that stuff, because I had no idea of paid traffic. I had no idea on how to market that stuff. So after 12 months, I broke even, and I was like, man, I'm just trying to get people on the phone, trying to convince them that this is not network marketing, trying to convince them that it's not a pyramid. I got tired of convincing people, pretty much. And I was trading time for money, because I was getting on the phone, I just tried to convince everyone. So I said, man, there needs to be a better way. And I broke even, I had the money, so I had this money to invest. After that, I started selling websites. I started creating websites, selling free websites. And how did I sell free websites? Pretty much, okay, there was a hosting company. The hosting is pretty much the software or the company, the service that allows you to have a website online, to host your website online. So every single website you see online, they have a hosting, a certain type of hosting. So the hosting company told me, hey, if someone buys the hosting through your affiliate link, we're gonna pay you $120. So I was like, okay, how can I start promoting this so that people actually get the hosting through my link? And I said, okay, actually this was an idea from my brother, and we both did, and we made money, but it was a pretty cool idea, because what we started doing is we started telling people that we will create a website for free for them. All they have to do is get the hosting through our affiliate link, which paid us $120, and they needed the hosting either way, regardless if it was through my link or another link. They needed it. If not, they wouldn't have a website. So it was just they were like, okay, I'm gonna get a free website and I'm just gonna get the hosting to the link and I get paid 120. Okay, so I was making like 1 sale per day, 2 sales per day. It was a good amount of money. I have never made that money before, so it was pretty good. And with that money, what I did, I made around $8,000. Okay, so in a matter of like 6 months, around 8,000. And with that money, what I did was invest in a mastermind. $5,000 for that mastermind. I was left with around 3,000 for traffic, 2,000 or 3,000. And you know, I didn't get my investment back, but I did learn a ton. Got to meet the owner of the mastermind and started working for him for free. He paid for the ads, I managed the ads, so I learned for free because I was using his money to run Facebook ads. I learned a ton of Facebook, learned a ton of Facebook. After that, I went my own way because, you know, I wanted to build my own business and not be working for someone else. But I did learn a ton. It was an amazing opportunity. So as you're seeing here, one thing led me to the other. One thing of buying the initial course, you know, the first course. Then I bought the franchise thing, which made me break even after a year. From there, I realized that I didn't want to do that. So I started selling websites to have enough money to learn paid traffic. And when I started learning paid traffic, I got an opportunity with the owner. After the owner thing, it led me to an event in Miami where I learned about e-commerce. And you know, after I learned e-commerce, it was just my breakthrough. I mean, I made $500,000 in sales after that, and I, you know, never did e-commerce in my life. So as you can see, one thing leads to the other. You never have to regret the amount of money you spent in a certain mastermind or course, because you learn things that you might not necessarily value at that specific time, but later on you look back and you are glad that you actually spent that money to get that experience or to get that opportunity, or maybe to realize that small thing. So that's pretty much how it worked. I started with zero. I just started with some of money I had from my birthday gifts and Christmas presents. I invested, and finally went to an event that, you know, boom, gave me the spark, and I cracked the code with e-commerce. I just decided to, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it work, even though it takes me 3 years. The key was to focus on one thing and follow people who were successful with it. And after I cracked the code, everything was, you know, that's why I'm recording these videos, because obviously I cracked the code, I want to teach other people. And based on that, I'm creating other businesses. I'm starting a company here in Costa Rica to take e-commerce here to Costa Rica, teach people. So, well, that's pretty much it, guys. There's no magic pill, magic book, magic software. It's just pure hustle and focusing on one thing and not giving up until you crack the code with that. Because trust me, if you cannot crack the code with e-commerce and you quit, when you get a new business model, or maybe you're doing CPA, not marketing now, and you couldn't crack the code, it's always going to be the same thing. It's going to be like a cycle. You couldn't crack the code, you couldn't crack the code, you couldn't crack the code. And it's not that the business doesn't work, it's because you're quitting way too soon before you see the goal. So that's my 2 cents. That's pretty much my story in a few minutes. I could be talking about this for hours, but I saw in a comment people wanted to learn my story, so that's it. You see, it took me around 4 years to get here. The first 3 years were like learning, losing, and by the 4th year I made all the money I wanted in 1 year. Okay, so it can take you a year, it can take you 2, 3, 4, but in the end of the day, it's so worth it. I mean, would you be working 5 years to, in your 5th year, make, you know, 100,000, 200,000 online from your house? Obviously I would. Even though it would have taken me 10 years, I would have still be doing it, because I know that 10 years is nothing, you know, to change your life forever. Okay, so that's pretty much what I got, guys. If you liked this story or this video, just subscribe, like, comment below, and I will see you in the next video.